Yo people, you telling me it's your boy Revs. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. And as you can tell by the title down below, I'm going to be showing you lot the best free VSTs and the best free plugins that you can use to make your beats hard. So as I said, all these VSTs and plugins are completely free, and I'll leave them linked in the description down below if you want to check them out for yourself. Also, if you want to follow up my socials, they'll be at the bottom. If you want to see some more content from me, I post on Instagram more often than I post on anything else. So if you want to see more content that will help you out as a producer, make sure that you click the link in the description. It'll take you to my Instagram. Follow that up. Get wavy at your beats. Sell loads of beats. Make loads of money. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Anyway, so if you lot enjoy the sound of this video, make sure that you like the video down below. Comment down below what you think. If you want to see more free VST plugins, if you want to see different things on my channel, then make sure that you comment that down below, and I'll make sure that I make a beat around that subject. So yeah, let's get right into it. Wait, did I say subscribe? Subscribe! Boom! Alright, so I'm going to be trying to make a lo-fi beat. So I brought in a MIDI sample from the Cymatics lo-fi toolkit, which I believe is free, so I'll leave that linked in the description down below if you lot want to check it out. From what I've heard with lo-fi beats, they're very old school with old school drums. The BPM is very low. I think if you're hitting below 100, then you're going to be on the right track to making a lo-fi beat. So yeah, I brought in a MIDI sample, and I've also added a VHS sound in the background just to make sure that the melody has a bit more texture. And yeah, so this is what it sounds like so far with no plugins. So yeah, that's what it sounds like on a blank canvas. I just thought that using this background noise will give it a bit more texture. Let's turn this into something more melodic and with more vibrance to it as well. So what I'm going to do first is just add a quick EQ to it, take out some of that low end. If you want to see a video where I go through my EQ and techniques, then I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. And for the first free VST that I'm going to be showing you, I've used this free plugin called Labs from Spitfire Audio, and it just has a whole bank of free amazing sounds. So you've got a soft piano, which is I think the default, which I've used for this sound, for this melody, sorry. But then you've got other sounding pianos, you've got guitars, you've got pads. Anyway, the next free plugin I'm going to be using is something called Vinyl. It's a free VST, which is sort of like an alternative to the RC20. If you can't afford that plugin, then this is definitely your best bet, especially if you're trying to add more vibrancy and more life to your track. So what I'm going to do is just mess around with some of the presets and some of the settings on here and see what sounds best. So let me just turn this on real quick. You can add dust, you can add different background noises to it. See some of these different presets. I think this is the best one. I don't know what it is, but it's 1950. Definitely gives that high-end cut and makes it sound old school, like it's coming from an old dusty record. So yeah, I might use that. Alright, so I'm gonna add a bit more reverb to this. Go to my space designer, turn up the wetness a bit. Yeah, that sounds calm. Alright, so I'm using another sound from Labs. It's actually a piano pad called Radio. One of the best things with this VST is that you can actually click on here. You can actually adjust all these different presets to make them sound unique and make them sound your own. So I've raised up the reverb a little bit. I'll do that a bit more actually. And then I think I've kept everything else the same because I didn't want it to overpower. It's meant to be a pad is meant to be a background noise to your main piano melody. So I've just turned that down quite a bit as well. I'm going to use this other plugin called Ozone, which is a bit more for mixing, but I like the way that I used it in the MIDI sample. It makes the pad seem a bit more filled, so I'm just going to use that. So yeah, I've just raised up the width, and you can also stereoize it, which makes it pan a little bit more from the left and right and makes it sound more full around both your earphones. So what I'm going to do is take this over to another sound, which is actually a stop plugin in Logic Pro. People think that the default sound in Logic Pro is all you get. When you click on the E piano, you actually can get a whole load of different sounds that you can mess around with, loads of different presets that you can muck about with. I just think that it complements the main sound from Labs really well. So I'm going to play that on its own so that you can get a little feel for it. You can hear how it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's a bit alien-y. But just I don't know why, I just like the sound. It sounds so cold. And when you play that with everything all together, definitely you can hear how it complements each other. What I'm gonna do with this one, I think I might add the vinyl VST to it again. See how that sounds. Turn the output up a bit. I want it to be present because I really like this sound. So what I'm going to do now is bounce this out as an audio file so that I can add another VST to it, which is mainly used for mixing. I'm going to add another little EQ to it just to make sure that the right sounds are popping. And I'm going to add a new plugin to this called Fresh Air from Slate Digital, which is another free plugin which they released, I believe, on Black Friday. So what I'm going to do is just go through some of these presets, and you can already hear the difference with the default. But they got loads of different factory banks. So they got a clap filter, hi-hat filter, they got banks for your vocals. I'm going to turn it off just so you can hear the difference. So this is without Fresh Air. Still sounds nice. But then when you add it, it just peaks the right notes and the right sounds. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. I'm actually baffed. I don't know. I feel like I need to take a crash course on lo-fi beats before I do anything. Oh, let me see if I've got any loops, drum loops, because I don't see this going very well. I'm not gonna lie. No, don't do that. Shut up. Is that your typical lo-fi sound though? Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I've given justice to the lo-fi drum part of this beat. I think that the melody was cold. The melody had a nice flow to it. It was nice and chill, but definitely that drum, it's just so alien. I don't get it, because every time I hit it on a third tick, it didn't work. It just doesn't sound right. So I'm gonna take some time and practice this a bit more. But yeah, the main bulk of this video is showing you free VSTs and free plugins that you can use today, completely free, on your next beat. So as I said, I'm going to leave them all down in the description down below. So if you want to check them out, please make sure that you click the link in the description to check them out. And also, as I said at the beginning of the video, please like the video, please subscribe, and please comment down below. Let me know what you think and if you want to see other videos like this again. I will see you in the next one. Boom!